What is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back one of the most amazing, exciting, they're all amazing and exciting episodes of The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, where we talk about, unbox, give my first reaction on all things pop culture, mainly Star Wars, Transformers, anime, McFarlane figures, and whatever else I feel like doing. Plus, going to conventions, doing stuff like that. So if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you'll be notified of all the goodness. We are currently on our march to that next 750 milestone. Right now we're sitting at 675, so we got 75 more people to go to get to that 750 giveaway, and then we have the 1,000 giveaway, which has those autograph figures that I can't wait to give away, plus some other stuff too as well. But I digress. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about something from manga anime world, and my favorite anime right now that's currently on, Jujutsu Kaisen. So let's go back to my lab and see what all the fuss is about. Yes, here we have it, folks. Yuta Okkotsu from Jujutsu Kaisen 0 and in future episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, especially if you've read the manga. This is an SHFiguarts by Bandai Namco. I have a total of 3 of these now, Chainsaw Man and a Gojo. But this guy is friggin' awesome in the anime, in the manga. He is extremely powerful. He also has a very overprotective girlfriend by the name of Rika, who is a cursed spirit who protects Yuta. So Yuta was bullied, but then Rika kind of just, he protected and said people not hurt him and kind of did bad things to people. Then he ended up going to Jujutsu High, and come to find out, this guy has such immense power that he was immediately put into what was called a special grade sorcerer. And so if you don't know what the grades are, there's like 3, 2, 1, and then special grade, and only 4 at the time had that special grade on them. But because of the immense power that Rika had, some of the things that he can do, he can copycat other cursed techniques, like what's his name, the guy who has the cursed speech. He can copycat that. He also can release the full power of Rika, but afterwards, long story short, in Jujutsu Kaisen 0, he did that, and Rika kind of put it to Geto, but he also has reversed curse techniques where he can heal people too. So there's a lot of things. He has extreme agility, speed, intelligence, intellect. He also can wield cursed objects and imbue objects with cursed energy too as well. So if you don't know much about Jujutsu Kaisen, I would encourage you to look at the manga, watch the anime. Right now we're in the middle of the Shibuya incident, which is sad. Let me give you a spoiler. Spoilers. So this is it. Spoilers. So this guy right here, my favorite. You can kind of see I have a shrine of Gojo's back there. But Gojo, spoilers now. If you haven't watched or if you haven't read the manga, be warned. I've warned you. But Gojo goes from being this to this. He is stuck in the prison realm in a cube with a bunch of eyes on it. And I didn't have a bunch of eyes, so I found a dice. But pretty much that's what he's in. Gojo is now sealed away. He is sealed away, the most powerful jujitsu sorcerer, and things are taking a turn for the worse. So make sure you're watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm not getting paid by Crunchyroll or any anime company for promoting it. I just think it's a great manga. But that is Gojo now. So Gojo, I hope I see you again, but I know I won't see you again for the rest of this season and possibly the next season as well. But let's go back to Yuta. This is the one we're taking a look at today. So as you can see from the front, we have pictures of the toy. On the side, says his name. On the back, shows you all the cool different things you can do, the different facial expressions. On this side, some more stuff. This is an import toy, so they had to put a little label there for ages 15 plus. And there's on the bottom and on the bottom. And there we go. We have lots of accessories that we'll get ready to go over as well. That's what I love about these figures, is there's lots of cool accessories. So let's get him out of the box through my reverse curse technique of unboxing. Reverse curse technique. Unbox now. Out of the box and on my table. Here he is, Yuta Okkotsu. these figure art figures are amazing. That's all I got to say. They have a lot of playability, have a lot of posability, have a lot of accessories that go with them, but you do pay for that. So this guy right here, I found him on Amazon. He was $50. So that's what you're going to pay for a figure like this, whereas like an Anime Heroes figure is $20. But you don't get as much polish, fit, and finish as you do with the SHFiguarts as you do with an Anime Heroes one. But here he is. So let's take a look at some of the stuff you get. You do get 3 more sets of hands right here. So I don't know if you can see that. And what's cool is if you can see on this hand, you got the ring here. And that ring was the ring that Rika gave Yuta. And it kind of is that bond that he has with her now that she's a cursed spirit. So some of y'all say, how did she turn into a cursed spirit? She was a little girl, and they loved each other, and Rika said, hey, you want to get married someday? And they were like, yes. And then the next thing you fast forward to, Rika got hit by a car and run over in front of Yuta, and it kind of basically scarred him, and he ended up making her a cursed spirit that stayed with him and wreaked havoc until he learned how to control it. And that's what Gojo helped him with as he brought him into Jujutsu High. But that's all the hands you get. You also get 3 different sets of faces. So you get his kind of his melancholy face, his screaming face right there, and his kind of screaming face. You get his sword bag right here, and then another version of that sword bag as well right here. So you can kind of see, I mean, it's just molded plastic pretty much. That's all it is on that. But this one kind of fits on his back. You also get the megaphone for the cursed speech that he does right there. I love it. Has the markings right there for it. Very cool. And then you get his cursed weapon, his katana, that he learns to use, that Maki helps him with his hand-to-hand and weapons combat. So you get that too as well. And then the figure itself. And so let's bring this figure in. Let's bring up the and bring in some more lighting so we can kind of take a better look at Yuta. And so you can kind of see here, I mean, just the amazing detail on the face. I really love it. Not as shiny as the others, but it still has a little bit of shine on it. So, I mean, I just don't like shiny faces. I like matte faces. But you can see, I mean, it's a very accurate representation. Here he is in his Jujutsu sorcerer outfit. You can tell by the gold button there. And then in this white outfit, which is awesome. And then, of course, wearing his just regular tennis shoes and things like that. So there he is from the front. Kind of see there, from the side, from the back, from the side. But from an articulation, you got lots and lots and lots of articulation you can do with this. I mean, the head itself, the neck is on a swivel, the head is on a ball joint, the head is it can pop up, so you can really adjust that head however you wish to do so. And this swivels too, so he can kind of do the exorcist with the spit pea green suit. The arm, you can kind of see what kind of joint it is on right there. But you have that joint, but you also have this joint. So you can see you can kind of really manipulate this arm if you wanted to. And then you do have the elbow bend. You have this bend right here too as well, which is cool. And then the wrist also, and the spin on the hand. So you can really... like, look at that. That's just so cool. It's like a butterfly joint almost on this, that you can really do some cool poses with him. And then the top, you do have the top crunch there, and that top moves, but you also have the ab crunch right there too as well. And that moves and goes 360 as well. So you can get him in some gnarly poses. And then the legs, you do have the Jean-Claude Van Damme. You can get him in that very, very easily. You can kind of see the joints there too as well. And you have spin right there at the thigh. And you do have some 90 degree, more than 90 degree knee bend. So it's a double jointed knee bend. And then the foot you have on a ball, you have it also spins. And then you have the toe tappy tap. And you can go back. You can go front. You can really pose this guy however you want to. And what's great too as well is, again, you have the posability with the faces. You can remove the faces. So here you can kind of just pop the head off here, and there's the hair. Oh my gosh, he's got a receding headline. And then you can take that face off, and let's put on the screaming angry face. And so you can kind of see there's some holes right there. Just kind of line it up. Put the face in. Come on, face. There we go. And you want to line those holes up, and then you got his hair you got to put back on. Boom. And now you have a different face on him where he is ready to do some business. And then you can take the hand on a ball joint, pops right off. You can kind of see that right there. I don't know. Let me get that camera back into focus. But you have that right there where you can pop that off and put a different hand on. These balls sometimes are a little tough, where you can have him holding, like for say that right there. So his weapon, if you want him to as well. Or again, you have different hands. And so we'll pop this hand on. Sometimes these are a little tough because they got so many movements that you gotta just kind of get it in there, and then we can throw the megaphone right in there too as well, where he can do the cursed speech thing with it if he wanted to. So that's very cool. But very, very awesome, very posable figure. That's what I love about these Figuarts figures from a height standpoint. So if we move him to the side, move all this stuff to the side, we do have him at 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe 5 ramen packets high. That's how big he is from the Mama Ramen Noodle scale, the official trademark Jimmy G scale for measuring anything. So let's do this. Let's compare him to the size of other figures, shall we? And here he is compared to some other figures. The 3 right here in the middle are my Figuarts figures. So we got Gojo, Yuta, and Chainsaw Man right there, Mr. Denji himself. Up at the front, we have the 3.75-inch vintage Ahsoka Tano. And then we have the 5-inch McFarlane Gyo Tomioka from Demon Slayer. Then we have the 6-inch Black Series Mandalorian. We have the Anime Heroes Fushiguro. And then in the back, we have the Voyager class Mr. Bludgeon. And then we have the 7-inch McFarlane Keaton Batman there. So you can kind of see from a height standpoint what they look like. Batman is kind of like, hey, I'm kind of being covered up there. So you can kind of see where he scales. So definitely with the Figuarts figures where you kind of want to keep him from a scaling. He may be able to scale a little bit too with the anime action heroes, the anime heroes figures too as well, but I think the Figuarts is where you want to kind of keep them. I want to get some of the other Figuarts figures like Yuji Itadori, Nobara, Megumi. They also have a Geto, and oh gosh, who else do they have? They're getting ready to come out with the Toji. Oh gosh, a Toto, which is going to be awesome. And then they do have another Gojo. They have 2 more Gojos that we can get to as well. But this is how he scales. This is how he scales now. This is how he scales it. But there he is, ready to do business with the rest of this crew right here. This is the multiverse. Oh, I forgot. Here is also Shibuya Incident Gojo right there too as well. So we have Shibuya Incident Gojo, regular Gojo. So yeah, there you go on that. So let's get back together and let's talk through some final thoughts, shall we? Well, welcome back. So let's talk a little bit of Yuta Okkotsu. And here he is. I mean, this is probably the way I will keep him. Yelling using the curse technique of the curse speech of Toga. I believe it's Toga. I don't remember. The curse speech user in Jujutsu Kaisen, but I'll have him with that, with his sword in the other hand. I think that's the way I kind of want to keep him posed. I think this would be awesome. I mean, if you didn't watch Jujutsu Kaisen 0 and see that final battle between Yuta and Geto, It was phenomenal. It was great, and I can't wait till he appears in the new season, because he comes in after the Shibuya incident is over and actually is tasked. Well, I won't tell you any more than that. But overall, from a posability standpoint, very posable, easy to kind of get standing. I need to get some flight stands so I can kind of have him flying and stuff like that. The accessories, you have a lot of different options for accessories. The feel of the plastic, very, very nice. I mean, this is a premium figure. I mean, if you're gonna pay $50, you would expect a premium figure, and this feels very, very premium. Bandai, you did a good job. Of course, part of that is an import tax on that. So, this is phenomenal. So, going along with my Gojo, I mean, just the level of detail between these two is great, and I am totally digging it. So the only gripes I have on him, I really don't have many. I mean, you can kind of see the joints and stuff like that, which, I mean, that's the nature of these figures for posing and stuff. I know the Good Smile one, they have like more like they're not the Good Smile, the 3-0 Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm hoping to have one of those soon to be able to review. They have some cloth in their uniform and stuff like that. But this, I mean, figure arts, if you can afford to get them, get them. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed with these figures, with the amount of playability, posability. And they make these for different fandoms, not only Jujutsu Kaisen, but Demon Slayer. There's a Rengoku one I want for Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. There's a Levi one for Attack on Titan that looks really great. And then they even make them for like Spider-Man and Iron Man and those type of things too. So very, very premium figures for those that are premium collectors. This is not meant to give to your 8-year-old to play with or anything like that. This is meant to be kind of like in an adult collection, I would say, or a teenager, that loves anime, that really wants something to represent some of their favorite characters. The only other con that I have is I wish with Yuta, no Rika with Yuta is like having no peanut butter with your jelly. No peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You need to have Rika. Rika needs to be awesome. I don't care if you give me a human Rika, a little tiny one, or just that. I'd say make this a deluxe set and give me a huge, just kind of mega fig of Rika. Just, that would be phenomenal. That would be freaking phenomenal on this, and I think that would put this over the top. And so if you don't know what I'm talking about, just look up Jujutsu Kaisen 0, look up Yuta, and look up Rika. You'll definitely see what I'm talking about, and I'll put some links down below for that. But on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I would say this figure is awesome. I have nothing but good things to say about it. It's from the details to just down to the posability and everything like that. I think it looks great. Face is a little glossy, but you know what, I can get over that. But that is it on this one. I love this figure. I love these figures. Like I said, Jujutsu Kaisen, it is in my top. So if you're not watching it, you need to watch it. It's really, 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 really good. So watch Season 1, then watch Jujutsu Kaisen 0, then go into Season 2, which is where they're at right now. And or subscribe to Shoujin Jump and start reading the chapters in the manga. You'll definitely love the story on that. And it's not for younger kids, not for younger kids, more older teen, not younger kids on that. So but that's all I gotta say about that. So tune in next time when we talk about something else amazing, something else good, awesome, something bad. I don't know, I don't like to talk about bad things, because you know what, I don't buy bad things. I like to buy good things. But you know what, I'll tell you the bad and the good things too as well. But yeah, remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. Domain expansion. Vlog ending. Let's do the spin with all the poses and everything right now. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.